Abiola the
Songstress. Oh my goodness.
Oh my word, you are here.
If I tell you what happened when I met her.
Can I record that? Because the sonorous voices, the pacing, the timing, the phraseology, the excitement and enthusiasm.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
I'm taking this woman with me.
She is awesome.
She's become my friend. By the way, we're on YouTube right now, so you can catch us on YouTube at Super FM Lagos. Yes, you can see the beauty and brains and magnificence and royalty.
Everything about her is just pure.
Elle est magnifique, elle est belle,
when-
elle est brillante, elle est
The first time I ever had a conversation with her, she was literally a light in the house. She's a bubble. She just comes in. Oh, hi, my name is Abiola. I'm like, okay, hey, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. She made everyone laugh. She had conversations with everyone in that room. Like everyone
really?
in that.
Let me tell you, when I met her just a few minutes ago, by the way, but you will not know, because next thing we're talking about something, and next thing we broke into song. Is it the way you love?
Ooh, and she is a songstress.
Me, baby.
She is. Her performances,
I
I want to die for. Like, you literally want to see her on stage.
I want.
She is energy like never before. And every single time I see her, I'm like, oh, she's also, you don't know what you do on stage.
How do you marry? No, let's start from beginning. Can we meet?
Let's start at the very beginning.
Oh my gosh.
It's a very good place to start.
She's a jazz.
She's an actor,
She's bringing me back to
singer.
my jazz and soul music days. Okay, let's go back to reality. Up there goes gravity. Okay,
Hey, come on.
so Abiola,
Hello.
let's meet Abiola when she was a child. Let's walk through the upbringing of the Abiola that you have become, the songstress. How did you get here?
How did I get here? So, I was born on a beautiful night when the stars all came to greet me and usher me into the world. No.
Theater personified.
I know.
So I was actually born in Nigeria, which always seems to shock people. But I left when I was quite young. We moved to England and we were there for most of my formative years. And then we moved to the US. And the interesting thing is that I went to a lot of different educational institutes. So we moved around a lot. And the one thing that was always constant was art and reading. And so I started reading by myself before we left Nigeria when I was 4. Like, no one knows why and how. I would just be found in corners with books, which is still true to this day, as most of you can testify. So those were the constants in my life. And so wherever there was art, wherever there was academia, I was at home, and so that was the constant. So whether we were in England, in the Midlands, where everybody was talking like this, or we said something, we were in Minnesota, oh yeah, sure, you bitch. Yeah, we're in Cali, and like people are like way more relaxed.
Or Kim Kardashian.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Or we're in New York and everything is quick, or we're in Korea and pali, hey, I realized that's that continual thread is being able to be in any room because you've explored all of those rooms in the books you've read. You've explored all of those people in the characters that you've played and watched and or the songs that you've sung. And so art is home. And because of that, I don't, as far as creatively, there is no limitation, there is no box to inhabit because it's the thing that has unboxed me and allowed me to live freely in the world and to live freely now in Nigeria because Moti Jakbada. Mo love you, Kokon.
Can you see the Raz? Did you see where that came from?
So I was thinking about, academia though, because I know you to be the bubbly, you're artistic, you want to get things right, you're on set, you're making corrections to this and that, and you were, see, when she gets up, I'm like, Abiola, sit down, let me finish this makeup now. Abiola, sit down. She has gotten up and she's doing all of that, and she's doing all of that. Where does academia come? Were you
Because academia typically looks a little rigid.
Yes.
So how do you get all of this flair and color?
You know what's so funny? What we forget is that music is mathematics. You know, when I first started university, I was a music major, and as a part of that course of study, you don't take any mathematics courses because there's so much mathematics in music theory. Now I switched majors because I'm American, and we can. For me, they're married. You know, the same discipline that. I'm a super nerd. Just forgive me. You thought I was cool, I know. I was on math team. I was in French club. But at the same time, I was directing gospel choir, and I was in show choir, and I was in theater. So for me, the worlds were always married. And the same discipline that applies to learning the quadratic equation and Pythagorean theorem, to me is the same thing that I must learn my lines. I must understand whether this is legato or staccato or marcato. And being able, you know, singing in different languages through classical music is also that same kind of mental discipline. So for me, they ended up feeling as though they were the same skill sets, you know, because I choreographed and directed since high school, since middle school. In primary school, I would put people together and be like, we're doing this song. In my many primary schools, we're doing this song, you sing this part, you sing, and arrange, and we would go around and do a tour on the playground. If you were my friend, you saw that. I'm sorry, and I thank you for supporting me in my wildness. I remember I had a Bobby Brown phase. Like literally, I had a rap dedicated to Bobby Brown, and I had a group of people on the playground going around doing it with me. I know. And then we'd finish that, and then go to like our advanced mathematics groups, you know. And so they've always been combined. And for parents out there. Please remember, like, in encouraging your children that when they're artistic, it doesn't mean that they don't have academic skills. They actually enhance the other. Music, creativity allows you to think in ways that are outside the box, that allow you to absorb more academic lessons. When you're discussing philosophy, if you don't have a creative mind, you're just regurgitating rhetoric that you've memorized. That's not the same thing as learning. And creativity kind of incubates a hunger to learn. It incubates a desire to know more, and that then can fuel academic and scholarship and fervor for scholarship. And so I always, in order to have that freedom, because my mother is Nigerian. My mother is Nigerian. So in order to have those freedoms, I also understood that I had to excel academically. Like the applause that I was receiving on stage needed to be equaled by, you know,
on the book.
Good, your lead role and you're on honor roll, right? You're not on honor roll. You know, it doesn't have, you know, like an A- was like mid-grade in my house. You got a B. You might as well have failed. What is this? And not in a pressure way, because my mom understood the excellence that I had in me already. So she allowed me to expect of myself what my potential was.
And you were coming from a time when music and all these things are not major jobs. Like, you know, Nigerian mother would say,
you want to do music.
Exactly. Who are you closer to, your mom or your dad?
Well, I look exactly like my father, but and apparently, you know, his people, they used to call him BBC Radio, and then when they'd see me, they'd call me BBC Two. I don't know why I'm so reserved.
You don't?
You are so reserved.
Okay, we'll take that.
Oh, thank you, Ria.
Pinch of salt.
But my mom, which is very interesting, she's a naturally academically inclined person. Like, you know, she learns things without noticing, and that kind of effortless ability to do anything under the sun. I don't know. Are you okay with me talking about this, Mama? But she skipped a lot of grades, like when her father passed when she was very young, and then she just popped up and she's like, "I'm going to teachers college," and went and took the examinations and got into the shorter program because she's that brilliant. Ooh. And then she finished teachers college. She has her teaching degree and certification, and she went and got her cosmetology certification when Vidal Sassoon in Lagos.
What did your dad do?
My father, he's passed now, but was a businessman, radio personality. So kind of that marriage.
merger. I see.
has been
Between
in
dad,
both
mom,
of my
and you.
parents.
Uh-huh.
My mom, as a child, she's an adventurous, which is funny because they grow up and they become pastor Ronke, and they want to make sure you are following straight and narrow. You know me. I went to school. I went to book club. I went to theater practice. And
you were the rebel.
I went to competition. I went to competitions. And that's all I did. My mother, she ran away when she was young and she was traveling with Ogunde.
No.
And so when we were watching documentary, our parents, they don't reveal their personhood to us until as we're growing up. So as an
unravel to
adult,
us.
I was watching a documentary and I was like, Mom, this is so fascinating, Nigerian theater. This is like one of the legends. She's like, I'm busy telling her of my discovery. And she's like, oh, I remember that auntie. Because she was a young girl. And she's like, oh my goodness, I remember this auntie, Kinika. And I was like, remember? Because she went on a tour before her. Yes. Before her family was like, could
it be why she also gave you room to express yourself?
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
That is something.
And I think that also as young people with your parents, yes, I'm reserved, excuse me. How dare you argue with me? But as young people too, our parents, when we think that our parents are trying to put restrictions on us, allow that to actually be a freeing for you. When you're like, oh, why do you want me to do this? Like, human anatomy and physiology, girl, I'm the bomb. Like, you know what I mean? All of those, it increases your capability. It didn't limit my capabilities. It allowed me to have more capabilities and more opportunities because I had those expectations.
Were you the only child?
No, I have a younger sister who, it's funny, she looks exactly like my mother.
That's exactly that.
But she's more reserved on the onset, which is interesting. She's very quiet. She may not speak to you right away, and then put her on stage, and you're like, who exactly is that? So, which is I always find so interesting.
So I see that from your family. One thing I've seen with you, and I can see the result of it, is that your parents understood both academics and craft
and
they
being
let
creative.
you.
Yeah.
So because your mom had been through things she'll never tell us, hi mommy, but she also gave that room for you to express.
She
Now,
did.
what is that thing that, because at some point you become older, I can make choices right now, you can't tell me what to do, who are you? What is
I'm
that
a
thing?
grown
Woman. What is that thing that drives you as a woman, that has driven you to the point that you are at?
I would say being instilled with a confidence that no matter which path I take, I can excel.
That's the type.
Not just
That
I
is-
can, I will excel, and so I haven't ever been afraid to approach anything. If I was, I had a whole clothing line. I designed textiles. I graphic design. I can sew my own clothing, and I like to do draping, and I like to hand sew because it feels more authentic. I'm a mess, but I write poetry. I perform poetry. I've always written articles and essays, and my work is hanging up in schools as examples of work to do, and be that confidence to go to realize, oh wait, I've been casting people and directing in high school and doing placements and arrangements and all. I've been project managing since before I could define that phrase. I've been, so the confidence to approach any task, and that anything new that comes towards you is not frightening, it's exciting. And so I think that those are maybe things that, and also excitement and joy in the approach, and realizing that even if I was always like, even if you're working at McDonald's, you should do it well. Even if you're working at Chicken Republic,
Do it well.
You should do it really well so that you're satisfied with who you are and how you show up in the world. And that kind of confidence can lead you in so many directions, and if it's present in what you do, you always have dignity in your labor.
As someone who has gathered, as someone who has gathered so many things in life, you moved out of Nigeria when you were really young, you're outside Nigeria, you're creating strides and doing all of that. Why did you come back?
Because we should all come back.
Okay.
Kila and Wakakiri. Okay. What are we doing?
Looking for everywhere?
What are we looking for everywhere? Qu'est-ce que tu veux? What do you
Why
want?
theatre in Nigeria? Because I see you do it, and you do it with utmost authenticity
and dedication.
And dedication. I mean, what does Nigeria have to offer you?
What does Nigeria not have? Like, you know, it's like Cleopatra when the Roman emperor told her, like, I can give you the world, I can give you Rome. What can you give me that Egypt has not already given me? What can anywhere in the world give me that Nigeria cannot? You know, we have a country that is equipped with everything in the world, from natural resources, from brain power, from determination to ingenuity, to an ability to thrive and an ability to make excellence from nothing. Literally from air, we will find a way to create a product, a way to create a definition of self. And we carry that all over the world. And we carry a certain excellence all over the world. And we're known for that in different places.
Right.
But when we come home, we don't value ourselves in the same way. And we don't value that value that we're bringing to other places. I value us. I value what we are. I value what we represent. I value all of those characteristics. I might come with some rose-tinted glasses.
Finally.
but purposely so. Because we hear everything that's wrong with us all the time.
Yes.
We hear what our deficiencies are all the time. So I can be stubbornly situated in the space where I say, do you know, we're buying Nivea, we're buying Kiniko, Ori, go and buy shea butter, go and buy coconut oil, go and
we produce these things
wash
here.
yourself with black soap. Do you, all of the wealth of the West and all this thing, we are shunning palm oil, but it's what built the wealth of England.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have some friends performing in Bunny Island right now. Hey, y'all, go here, do the dang thing. Such a significant moment in our history, in the history of like the colonial takeover.
Right.
But what were they negotiating?
I have a 30-second question for you.
What's that?
Particularly as a woman, one, and two, as a multi-talented person, having all these great ideas and doing all these 1,000 things. Why, and how are you able to narrow down and be great at all of them? And speaking to a lady like you, who's multi-talented but doesn't know what to do with herself because they say, choose one. What do you say?
Okay, choose the one. Be fabulous. And then choose the next one. Like, because I think sometimes that the temptation to do everything at once, but you're doing everything halfway. Do what you actually have the energy for. Like, some people have the energy to focus on one thing really, really well at a time. And some people are able to multitask and disperse their energy in a way, but still accomplish the level and standard that they wish.
Another
to
30
accomplish.
seconds question.
What's
For
that?
a woman
20.
out there or young lady who sees her environment as a restriction as to her success, what would you like to tell her?
I don't want to be unrealistic. I know sometimes it can be a real restriction, but get really, really good at something. Get really, really good at something that you can sell. Get really, really good at something that you can have conversations about. And that's going to lead you out of that situation.
Fantastic. We have been speaking with Abiola the Songstress.
Yes.
Actor, singer,
Director,
businesswoman, a creative
film producer,
executive
executive film producer,
yeah,
album writer.
Yes, she does
Cast
all of that.
director.
She is
Oh,
everything
jeez.
and more. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio this
Thank
morning.
you.
Abiola Lepe,
Everyone.
Abiola the Songstress.
Abiola the
Remember
Songstress.
her.
All right.
Thanks for having me, ladies. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Oh,